All right, y'all. So I had some videos about this game saying that it was over, but it ain't. Apparently, Marathon is coming back, and it's actually dropping on March 5th. Like, what the fuck? Damn, March 5th they're dropping Marathon. So here's a video of them explaining what the game is. Let's see what the heck they got going on, bro.
Action shooter is that you're challenged to even survive in this world.
Clear from the alpha, the world didn't feel dangerous. The world didn't feel lived in.
It didn't feel dangerous enough. I definitely try to. I definitely try to get the early play test. I was not selected, but that's okay, because apparently it didn't feel dangerous enough, and it didn't feel lived in. So it's good that I missed it.
Place that really doesn't want you there, and that sort of survival narrative really fits really well with the kind of world that we're creating.
The world needs to feel like there is something sinister underneath the surface, even when the colors are really bright.
You should not be here.
We want to marry the classic Bungie game feel, where you are blasting stuff in the face and it feels amazing, with the sort of high tension of the survival genre.
If you want good loot, you have to go to places where you're taking risks, either risks from other players or risks from AI.
So we have all these tools now, Rook with prox.
I mean, isn't that like the point? Like, that's the whole point of the game, bro. If I'm going to play the game, I want to take risks, because taking risks in games is the fun part. So you didn't know that the first time?
Chat and the way the game works and sort of how tense it is, I think all those things work together really well.
They put, was that in the beginning? They had key blast the whole time? I didn't know they had key blast. That's kind of cool.
You have another rook. Oh, stop that. No. Sorry.
Proximity chat, crazy. This screenshot is crazy. What is happening? You can grapple in midair. That's convenient. That's convenient. I'm gonna use that. That's some Spider-Man PS1 type. Just swinging from clouds, not attaching to no buildings. All right.
The Marathon ship is essentially a ship that we sent out from Earth, an Earth that was overpopulated, to explore and colonize a star far away that we call Tau Ceti. In a lot of ways, it's like the tale of humanity trying to go out into the dark void of space, find a place to colonize, and failing terribly at it.
Everyone's gone.
Wait, what?
The Marathon ship is essentially a ship that we sent out from Earth, an Earth that was overpopulated, to explore and colonize a star far away that we call Tau Ceti. In a lot of ways, it's like the tale of humanity.
Sounds like America.
Humanity trying to go out into the dark void of space, find a place to colonize, and failing terribly at it.
Everyone's gone. Something catastrophic happened.
Okay.
And it's not just their absence that's important, it's the things that they left behind.
The modern race to Tau Ceti all started when a mysterious signal came through the galaxy.
The turmoil that sort of ensues gives rise to all these corporations that were invested in this Marathon project, now going, what happened? How do we recoup our investment?
And then layered on top of that is the greed and corruption of all of the different factions and corporations and revolutionary groups.
What the?
In our version,
that's cool.
We send people out, not just discover what happened, but also to collect from
these guns. They kind of like, they look like Legos a little bit, just a little bit, because they're all like, you know, boxy and it, you know what I mean. But I kind of like it though. It's kind of cool.
The things that remain there, and those people are runners.
As a runner,
what I miss?
On top of that is the greed and corruption of all of the different factions and corporations and revolutionary groups.
In our version of the world, we send people out, not just discover what happened, but also to collect from the things that remain there, and those people are runners.
Nice.
As a runner, you're a biocybernetic mercenary who's traded their human body for a biosynthetic one.
Damn, they traded their whole human body? I thought it was like a, you know, a hybrid, like on some cyberpunk type, but they was like, you know what? I don't need this body anymore. Give me the synthetic joint. That's crazy. That's crazy. Transferring consciousness from your real body to a synthetic body. I don't know, man. That sounds crazy. But for a video game, that's fire.
You're not an unkillable god slayer. You are a mercenary, a disposable mercenary.
Mm.
You will live, you will die.
They are not.
I mean, that's usually how it goes, but it's still cool.
You are the person. You go into that shell and adopt the personality matrix that is specifically designed to help you do the thing that you need to do.
Copy.
And you've been hired by these factions to come to Tau Ceti to scavenge it for anything that might be of value.
As a runner, you've left your body behind. You've traveled
Gotcha.
light years so that you can have access to the ultimate payday.
payday.
With extraction shooters, it is all about survival. There are other people who want the same things that you want, and it's up to you to best them.
I'm not gonna lie, this game sounds mad cool, bro. Like, I'm liking it. It's looking nice.
But there's quiet periods where you're listening for the anticipation of something. Could there be another primitive?
All right, so one thing that I really disliked about Arc Raiders is that it had these rainy, these rainy stages, these rainy maps. I'm just was putting me to sleep. But I feel like Marathon has a lot more to offer than just like walking around. I didn't dive too deep on Arc Raiders, so don't come at me, bro. Like, I have no information, bro. I just didn't play that much. But this game looks promising.
Did I just hear a gunshot? Did I hear AI just alert? And then there's the loud, bombastic action moments where the minute something is alerted, the minute you're in that fight, now it's go time.
Yes, sir.
Players particularly pose a lot of danger to you. They can make a lot of decisions that you might find illogical and completely trick you into scenarios.
I like that shield. I like the guns.
Sometimes.
And it's Bungie, so you know those shots are gonna be so satisfying, bro. And every Bungie game, bruh, when you get that headshot, you feel it. When you pull the trigger on the shotgun, so satisfying. So I know they're gonna do the same thing here.
The best loot box is another player that you see along the run. So there's a few different ways you can play the game. So one of them is you can play in crew, both with your friends and also through crew fill, which will just match you with 2 other players.
Okay.
You can play solo, and you'll jump into a game with a bunch of other solo players.
In solo, I think the
Oh, I like that.
stakes are a bit higher, right? You have only yourself to rely on.
I like solo. Solo's good. I mean, of course I want to play with my friends, but you know, we busy and shit, so.
You still have proc strat, so you can call out to other solos, but you know, you are playing a tense alliance game where it's really up to them whether or not they decide to honor or respect that alliance you might have created.
Okay.
It's all about figuring out what's your investment, what's your stake, when to get in, when to get out, and when to kill the other guy. Being good at Marathon is like playing poker with guns.
I wanted to start playing poker too. It seems like a fun game. I don't know how I did not get into it.
The things we've really focused on is making sure the environments are selling the tone we want to hit with the game.
We've brought a little bit of groundedness, a little bit of grit, a little bit of darkness, a little bit of that mood that kind of is necessary for an extraction shooter to
I like the darkness. I like the darkness and like the bright glowing lights. I think it's pretty cool.
feel dangerous.
Our biggest goal has always been player immersion.
We're trying to keep everything as believable and realistic as possible.
So we cranked up all the material responses, feel accurate, feel realistic. You know, you'll get gloss, you'll get crud and mud. And no one of those things is all that sexy, but when you layer in just a little bit more, you know, responsive to light, a little bit more responsive to the player, things with park.
I like the
water,
lighting.
Pool, layer in all these different things, the world becomes much more alive. It feels like a real place. And then when you're feeling like a real place and you feel in danger, now your run matters.
it's cool. They got like a little bit of mix of like, you know, the woods, futuristic maps with these futuristic buildings, but there's like, you know, there's still grass everywhere and stuff. It's kind of cool. I like that.
I look
Not
back
bad.
at some of the alpha shots, and it's kind of hard to tell when it's sunny or when it's rainy. Weather feels like weather now. But like when it's sunny, you get this really nice like bleaching effect. It feels bright. It feels like
There we
warm
go.
when it-
I like sunny maps, man. I like to see everything. Sometimes the rain maps just like put me to bed, but this is cool. I like the effects.
It's sunny now. I feel like we're just celebrating that color so much more. I think it
Yeah.
just contributes to the whole effect.
So we have dead bodies in the game now. We also have like decay on the runners themselves. Like you'll actually see them fall apart. We're actually dropping the body. The body stays there and the body slowly decays over time as you loot it.
So you come into a room and you see a bunch of carnage, but you see one body is still pristine. You know that their killer is probably close.
Whoa, that's cool. I like that, bro. That's cool. So if you see a body and it's decaying a little bit, then you know, like, all right, this battle was done a while ago. But if you see a freshly bright body on the floor, that means, hey, this literally just happened. That's a really cool thing to add.
Not safe.
I
If
like that.
everybody
That's
is just a
dope.
messy goop, you're probably okay.
Audio is a huge
I like that 3 burst. I like the 3 burst.
component in Marathon. Every sound plays a function.
Oh, okay. They got the icy, snowy joint. I like that. I like that. The cold weather maps. That's fire. Damn, with a lightning storm too. That's dope. What the hell is with these walls? Like, is that water? Like, what is that? Is it just
Footsteps
glass?
tell players everything. It is telling you what is the type of threat that's around you, where they
Damn, we're gonna need some good headphones for this game. We're gonna need good headphones for this game, y'all. Footsteps too? Like that.
Are they above you? Are they far away? Are they close by? So if I'm in bioresearch and I hear a particular material type, I know, hey, they're on the 2nd floor and they're in this room. Our hero is the world.
Yo, communication is gonna be so key, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
So we're constantly trying to figure out where can music help reinforce what is the vibe and intent of this place.
There was the discussion about the interaction between score and sound design. And I wanted to create a score that wasn't just like full of instruments you've heard before.
I like this guy's
The job
glasses.
was, how can I make what I'm seeing, this race to survival, even more nervous and even more terrifying and or even more thrilling?
We have 4
I didn't know you could do that with a keyboard. Wave the sound and just like, yeah.
zones, and each one of those zones has its own sort of approach to kind of level design and what it asks players to kind of think about and do. You're going to start with
Perimeter.
perimeter. You're kind of on the outskirts of the colony. It's a little more spread out. You got a little bit more areas to be safe and to sneak around, but it's also a little more straightforward.
It really brings this sense of scale. It sits like in our fantasy as expansion site for the colony on the very edges of where they had settled on Tau Ceti. UESC are also there trying to understand what has happened and secure the area. Death is a part of Marathon. It happens a lot, even on perimeter, which we talk about as a
Oh, it's the
more
AI?
friendly zone.
Hey, yo, you peep the movement? You peep the side?
And secure the area. Death is a part of Marathon. It happens.
You know what would be really cool if they like started moving like arbiters in from Halo when they like duck and weaving. That'd be kind of cool. I like that.
Happens a lot, even
That'd be
on
nice.
perimeter, which we talk about as a more friendly zone to new runners. You are still gonna die a lot.
Okay. I like that part because it's like I don't want it to be too dull where you're just like walking for a long time. Like being attacked, that's gonna be good, bro. Being attacked while you're looking for stuff is gonna be good. From AI, I mean, not just from other players.
Attention, unauthorized runner. You are trespassing in a military security zone.
Did he just punch him off the what?
Unauthorized runner. You are trespassing in a military security zone.
Oh snap. Boom!
It was really important to us that the US...
That boy left her go crazy.
In a military security zone.
Yo, Robot said, hold that.
It was really important to us that the UESC were not...
That was like a really like, hey, get out of here punch. Like, get out. Like, you do not belong here. I never want to see you here, bro. Like, launched you outside the window.
Trivial to fight.
When you face them on Tau Ceti as a runner, you are the outlaw. You are trespassing.
They have a little bit of this haunted tone. So you can see they have this floating locomotion, they get these sparks, they have these sigils over their faces. Sometimes their behavior feels almost like they're possessed a little bit, like are they taking in commands from a remote tone. So
this dude look like
they have this floating locomotion,
somebody from
they get
Advent
these
Children,
sparks,
bro.
They have these sigils over their faces. Sometimes their behavior feels almost like they're...
Yo. He look like somebody from Advent Children, Final Fantasy movie. Like he got the, I guess it's probably the hair, but that's crazy.
Possessed a little bit, like are they taking in commands from a remote AI? The elite tier is sort of like this dark blue. The mini boss tier is more like a lilac. The boss tier is just gonna be dipped in red.
They have these tendrils that latch out and leech onto you and start sucking away at your consciousness.
Pause. Like I said before, transferring your conscious from your regular body to an artificial body opens you up to stuff like that, bruh. Where people are just like throwing tentacles at you and sucking your consciousness outside of your robot body, bro. Like, I never want to. That's crazy.
You're getting into Marsh, you're starting to understand something bad happened here, and you're seeing signs of that in a way that wasn't apparent on Perimeter.
Look at this. I love the way this looks. It's so, I don't know, man. It's so interesting. I just feel like this is, see what I'm talking about? Like, it still kind of has nature. You got the trees and the grass and everything, but then you have like this wild ass sci-fi floating cranes and, you know, super bright lights, like beam of lights coming from God knows where. It's dope.
Fire Marsh, we've got the anomaly, and it's this strange alien entity that has erupted up out of the ground.
You're really feeling signs that this is more of an epicenter.
My bad, I missed that. What you say?
You're getting into Marsh, you're starting to understand something bad happened here. You're seeing signs of that in a way that wasn't apparent on Perimeter.
On Dire Marsh, we've got the anomaly, and it's this strange alien entity that has erupted up out of the ground.
You're really feeling signs that this is more of an epicenter of where things went wrong on this colony.
It's got a different style of gameplay. It's more like a central complex that is rich with overlapping areas and regions that you can find yourself kind of bleeding from one encounter to another.
Yeah, this game's gonna be fire, bro.
You just want some action, and you're gonna need somewhere to farm.
Each map has different weather systems. It has
Yeah, I like gadgets like that, man. That's good. Now, that's that spider he just threw, that mechanical spider. Love stuff like that. When I was playing the Division, I was the, what was it? The tactical class, where I just had a bunch of machines doing all the work for me. I was throwing turrets, droids, like I was scanning everything, bro. Like I was just going crazy. I like stuff like that.
dynamic events that can happen, and your approach to them is never going to be consistent.
One of the needs that the design team thought that we should have is more challenging PvE activities.
Each of our zones has these bigger events that don't happen every session,
okay,
but when they do happen, you'll know they're happening.
So I guess it'll be like really obvious.
Building these types of events into the world shake up your run and make you decide, like, what do you want to risk?
Then you get to Outpost.
Outpost.
An Outpost is a more functional, thriving UESC facility.
UESC? You gotta make it better. UESC? That's not fun to say.
Flying overhead, the UESC's everywhere, there's tripwires, there's a weather hazards, it's a lot of stuff you're up against.
They should have named it OVO. The OVOs. the OVO's organization is not like you here. Like, nah, I'm kidding.
Outpost is a smaller map, but it's also a lot more vertical. It's built around a specific building that we call the pinwheel.
This is just this meat grinder of a structure that's like a corkscrewed building that has nooks and crannies and hallways, and it just becomes a real, real cluster when you're in there fighting.
What the hell is that?
Cluster when you're in there fighting.
That looked like some Apex, I'm about to heal myself medicine thing. Or was it something else? Was it a grenade? Yeah, that was definitely health, right? That's definitely healing for sure.
Floor is raised on Outpost and nothing.
Grenade! Boy, get them shots ready, boy. Oh Lord, yo, these uppercut, left hook, whatever they doing, I hope I can do that myself, because I might just go through the whole game punching people.
Host some of the best loot opportunities.
But it's noisy, players are going to know you're doing it, so there's extra risks.
I want some marathon merch. Is that double barrel? What was that, double barrel shotgun?
But it's noisy, players are going to know you're doing it, so there's extra risks.
Yeah, it looked like a double barrel. 2-pot bang reload. For sure. Okay. But that might have been an overshield. The first one was green. The second one was purple. Purple might be an overshield type of thing.
The character you're going to spend the most time with
Who?
is the zone. Understanding each personality of every zone. That's the storytelling every player gets.
Every time you're on the planet, you can look up and see the ship floating and looming in the skybox. Reminding you of why this place even exists, but also reminding you that something up happened here, and you got to figure out what it was.
Marathon has a lot of loot in it. It's a huge pie. There's a ton of different implants at every rarity. There's a ton of different runners.
Wow. Heat capacity, agility, loot speed. Oh, loot speed is going to be important. Melee damage, prime recovery, tactical recovery. Self-repair speed, finisher siphon, revive speed. Hardware, firewall. Ooh, firewall. I guess that's the thing that protects your consciousness from getting hacked. Fall resistance, pain duration. When you think about it, whether you're a robot or a real person, your consciousness can't be hacked one way or another. So I'm not gonna get into that conversation. But okay, finisher siphon.
What
kind of? That was cool.
Each runner, there's over 400 weapon mods.
400.
It's just an outlandish number of items to collect.
There's going to be a really interesting period of discoverability where players sort of figure out what are the pieces that I have available to me, how do I get them, and how do I put them together into something that's awesome.
I really like the colors too, man. The colors are pretty cool. The bright colors.
You can go through and look at how many iconic weapons.
I love like the maps. The maps look great. Not everything is all like misty and rainy. Like it's good. That's good.
To come from Bungie, and it's something that we really.
That better not be the new battle rifle.
You can go through and look at.
Oh my goodness, that's a battle rifle, bro. Come on, bro. Like that though. Look pretty good. It looks pretty good. That's nice. That's a new BR, bro. With the scope. Yo, 36.
Iconic weapon to come from Bungie.
Oh, it is. Oh shit. What? I wasn't even listening, bro. Hold on. Not the BR.
You can go through and look at how many iconic weapons have come from Bungie, and it's something that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, man, it's gonna be good. Hey, listen. Let me tell y'all something, right? This game comes out, what I say before, March 5th. Guess when your boy birthday is, bro? March 4th. It's over with. Listen to me. If you listen to me, I know a lot of people when they go when it's their birthday, they like to go out drinking, dancing, smoking. They might travel. They might go to Mexico. I ain't doing none of that shit. I ain't doing none of that, bro. When it comes to this game, bro, I'm gonna be locked in. I'm gonna be live on Twitch. I was gonna try to be live on TikTok, but TikTok's software is messing up right now. I don't know why. I have to fix it, but for some reason I get a smoother connection on Twitch. So we will be on Twitch March 5th, ready, locked and loaded to play this game, bro. This is what I'm doing for my birthday, bro. Whether you're here or not, I'm playing, bro. Legitimately.
We really want to hold up and make sure that we're matching that legacy.
Visually, they're all really, really distinct and clearly marathon.
And
Finisher.
We really want to hold up and make sure that we're matching that.
Get the job done.
Visually,
Bow,
they're
bow.
all really,
Damn,
really
that's
distinct
good.
and clearly marathon. But we wanted animation-wise, a majority of them to feel recognizable. So when you put them in your hands,
Bro was playing the game on easy mode just now. Dude had time to step out and then scope and then aim. And dude missed like 2 shots.
visually, they're all really, really distinct and clearly
At point blank
we wanted
range.
animation-wise,
Look at this,
a
look,
majority of them to feel
look.
recognizable. So when you put them in your
Come on,
hands,
bro.
you knew how to use them.
Mods will basically allow you to increase certain stats on the guns. That battery SMG, the gold mod, full blown turns it into the needler.
Oh, they've got the needler in the game.
Certain stats on the guns. That battery SMG, the gold
That
mod,
makes me happy,
full
man.
blown turns it into the needler.
Love it.
The sidearm is a gun.
I love that.
That is effective in close quarters, but maybe not too much outside of that.
Yeah, bro. Oh my lord.
The gold mod on this gun puts a suppressor on it, and then when I kill something with this gun, I turn invisible.
Hey, that's a good mod right there. I like that mod.
And then that lends it to other build.
Earning your invisibility. Listen, back in the day, in the Halo days, and the Halo 3 days, and you doing like a 1v1 on Guardian, and you try to race to the invis, bro. No more just sprinting to the invis, bro. Now you gotta earn your invis. I kind of like that you don't have to look for it too. I like that you can just get it by using a certain weapon and killing it. Using a certain weapon and killing your opponent and earning the invisibility. That's pretty cool.
If I want to
That's
sort of
good,
stack
man.
into how invisible can I be.
Uh-huh. Yeah, boy.
Even some weapon mods can improve stats and your runner shell's capabilities. So
Okay.
there's lots of different ways to raise the floor of your stats so that you're coming into each run strong.
I like the music, bro. Sounds like Tron a little bit. Oh, what? What was that? Smoke screen.
Runner shells are a bio.
I wonder if they have bubble
that
shields.
You inhabit when you go down to Tau Ceti to scavenge the ruins of the Lost Colony. Each of our launch shells is really an archetype.
It's a cool ass game.
So if you want to play like a frontline tank, if you want to play a rat character that wants to sneak around, if you want to find those rats.
Yeah, I like that part. I'm like, I ain't trying to be no rap. I'm most likely gonna be a tank, but now they got this class where that's specifically made towards finding the rats. Oh yeah, yeah. What you doing? You thought you was hiding, bro? You thought nobody could see you, bro? Bang.
That was pretty good.
Let's say that one more time.
If you want to find those rats,
Yes, I do.
we have a shell pretty good.
That's fire. With the BR. Like that. This how I want the next iPhone to be. Just me going like this. Just beep 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 bleep. That's it.
Idea there is like have a broad spectrum that everyone can kind of find a little bit of a home to, and then we're gonna build on top of that.
Cores and implants mold the kit into a playstyle that you want.
So examples of those are like, on Thief, I get a second grapple. On Destroyer, I pull out my Riot Barricade, and as it takes damage, it's actually converting that damage into shield back to me.
And these can be used in combination with each other to shift the gameplay style of your runner kit.
At any point you feel like you don't want to risk anything, or maybe you're down on your luck and you want the opportunity to get back, Rook's your guy.
Rook is a prototype runner shell.
It's a mode where we make it easy for you to just kind of drop into a match that's in progress and run about and try to scavenge as much as possible.
Okay. You are going in solo to a run that's already in progress. You don't have a team. You have a very limited loadout.
I like that. I like that, because sometimes Sometimes you just want to jump into the game and just be in the middle of it without, you know, wasting no real time or whatever. Like, if you got, like, you know, if you want to get a game in before you have to go take care of responsibilities, or you got to go to work real quick, and it's like, all right, they're calling me in, let me just get it, like, 30 minutes, 40 minutes of gameplay real quick. I'm definitely picking this one right here. I'm just going to jump in there, just da-da-da, bang, 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 get out of there, get my fix, go to work, you know what I mean? I like that.
But you're not risking anything. This lets you kind of get in, grab a little bit of loot, and then bail.
And bail.
So when you get like a really powerful gun or implant or core, it is unlocking some new space or new challenge that you've never done before, and the loot is helping you reach greater heights.
Faction agents are such a big vehicle for tone and narrative for the world.
Faction
Each
agents.
faction.
Arachnid, Cyber Acme, Nucleoric, Sekiguchi? I don't know how to say this shit. Sekiguchi, bro? Sexy Gucci, Traxxas, and Medea, sure. Very interesting individuals who have serious looks. It's all crazy. Each faction has their own motivations.
Has their own motivations, their own desires, the things they're going to ask you to do.
We've got Traxxas. They're the most powerful corporation in human.
Whoa. Bro is over farming super hard right now.
Faction has their own motivations, their own desires, the things they're going to ask you to do.
We've got Traxxas. They're the most powerful corporation in human history. They have very long arms and very deep pockets to kind of get what they want.
So they might ask you to go and find specific weapons,
Oh,
mods.
they're giving me missions.
Congratulations, runner. Your last performance evaluation was rated on track.
If you're a PvP player, one of the factions is called Arachne. They're essentially a death cult. What that translates to is that they're asking you to go and kill other runners.
The sacred thermodynamics of violence.
Mida is all about destruction. They are going to give you grenades, they're going to give you claymores, they're going to let you blow the place up.
I like a good claymore.
They are irreverent and dangerous. They might ask you to upload this malware into a UESC dropship, and as it leaves, it explodes and careens off into the distance.
We have big plans. Explosive, visionary.
Each of our factions has an upgrade tree that you unlock progressively as you gain reputation with them.
And along the way, you're going to unlock these capstones that are these special upgrades. When you unlock that final capstone, you're gaining access to the best stuff in the market. You're getting gold items.
In addition, these faction upgrades can increase your runner's base stats, and those base stat upgrades are permanent for the rest of the season.
Oh, thank God.
Access denied.
Darius, you know me. Did you miss your last round of maintenance?
Don't search. Don't dig. Don't question.
Darius?
Access denied.
Hey,
Access
it's
denied.
okay. It's just me.
You're not alone.
The Codex is a suite of achievements, collectibles, audio logs, things that you're finding in Run that we're going to track for you over time. The more you find these items, the more story you're unlocking about them and what their role is in the world, why they're here, who cared about them, why they're as valuable as they are.
I'm repeating myself with these entries, but any fears inherent in the scope of this endeavor seem unfounded.
Within the Codex, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can unlock. Runner skins, weapon charms,
Cool.
stickers, emblems, backgrounds for your profile, and titles.
So it's everything from your first steps on the world of Tau City 4 all the way through to becoming a vid master and taking on the most extreme challenges.
The marathon
For
ship
real.
is the hardest place to survive in this game. And if you're not ready to take your best stuff, well, you're not going to survive. It's like
Damn.
a heist for a runner. Cryo Archive is big in and of itself, but it's also cold. It's also hostile.
Nice.
It's gonna test
I like cold
every
maps.
aspect of the survival game. Probably gonna be forced to run to players in ways you haven't been on other maps. You're gonna run into basically every type of environmental threat you have faced before. You're gonna fight a who's who of the highest tier UESC units, and the UESC are there in this presence you haven't seen before.
It's really cool because each of the vaults is more successively challenging than the next. And that 7th vault is where you both are going to get the coolest thing, but also where you're going to learn the most about what happened to this place.
At some point in your journey in Cryo Archive, you might start wondering if the UESC are there to keep you out, or if they're actually there to keep something else in.
Nice.
Good shot.
I think the thing that I'm most excited about for Marathon is getting into the hands of our players.
But the biggest thing I want people to take away from Marathon is that it still feels amazing. It still feels like it has that spark.
It takes all the aspects that I think Bungie is really good at. First-person feel and gunplay.
Yes,
the
sir.
Super deep, crazy sci-fi lore. And it
Yeah.
mixes up all those things together in a really amazing PvP package.
Love
It
it.
really comes down to every single discipline that's working on the game. The animation has to be good, the sound has to be good, everything has to be working in harmony.
That's when the controller fades away, the screen fades away, you're just immersed in the world.
That is what we're trying to live up to with Marathon.
It is a mad dash. I'm not going to front about that. It's a mad dash to the finish, but that's when you got to put in the elbow grease and the extra sweat and blood it takes to get this done.
Dude, what is this? What is it? 5 people in the extract.
That's it. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be good. Like I said, thanks for watching this video. This video is super long, but like and subscribe. You already know what to do. Enjoy your day. Peace. How do I end this video? Ah, yeah. Bye.